Welcome to our student induction regarding COVID-19 guidelines. These guidelines are prepared as part of our implementation of measures drawn up by ETBI and SOLAS, informed by public health advice, and supported by the Department of Further and Higher Education, Research, Innovation and Science. Please note that these guidelines are living and will be updated as required in line with public health advice. The overarching aim of these guidelines is to ensure the safety, health and well-being of students, staff and visitors of Dunboyne College of Further Education. What is COVID-19? COVID-19 is a viral respiratory tract infection that can be found in droplets and aerosols of infected people. Droplets and aerosols are generated when we breathe, talk, cough, sneeze, and laugh. The virus is considered a droplet-transmitted infection, as current evidence suggests that it is the larger droplets that are most important in the spread of the virus. This will be more relevant later when we discuss preventative measures aimed at reducing transmission. If you have any common symptoms of COVID-19, please do not come to college. You should self-isolate and phone your GP straight away. Common symptoms of COVID-19 include a fever, that is a high temperature of 38 degrees Celsius or above, a cough. This can be any kind of cough, not just a dry cough. Shortness of breath or breathing difficulties, and any change or loss to your sense of smell or taste. This means that you notice you cannot smell or taste anything, or things smell or taste different to normal. 3 essential measures will be adopted within the college to prevent the spread of COVID-19. These are good hand hygiene, good hygiene etiquette, and physical distancing. Students are advised that they should wash their hands on arrival to college, when moving between classes, before eating and drinking, after using the toilet, after coming in from outdoors, when the hands are physically dirty, or after they cough or sneeze. Students should wash their hands well and often. They should use soap and water if hands are visibly dirty. Use hand sanitizer where appropriate. Hand sanitizer stations will be available throughout the college. It is very important that a good technique is used when washing hands. For advice on how to wash your hands, visit www.hse.ie. Students are also expected to watch the hand hygiene video on mydcfe.ie. Good respiratory hygiene. By following good respiratory hygiene, you protect the people around you from COVID-19 and from more common viruses such as cold and flu. Make sure you and the people around you follow good respiratory hygiene. This means covering your mouth and nose with a tissue or your bent elbow when you cough or sneeze. Dispose of the used tissue immediately in one of the assigned bins and sanitize your hands. Good hygiene practices and washing your hands properly and regularly can help stop the spread of the virus. It is therefore crucial that all students and staff adhere to this advice and follow good hygiene etiquette as strictly as possible. Cleaning and ventilation. Additional cleaning will be undertaken in the college daily, and particular attention will be focused on frequently touched surfaces, such as door handles, handrails, chairs and armrests, and sink and toilet facilities. Students will be responsible for wiping down their own work area during the day. Cleaning products will be available within classrooms. Windows will also be opened as much as possible to introduce fresh air. Physical distancing. By minimising contact between potentially infected and healthy individuals, we can slow the spread of COVID-19. We can do this by keeping a distance of 2 metres between ourselves and others, where possible, not shaking hands with other people, and avoiding crowded places. In line with public health advice, 2 metres of physical distancing will be applied in Dunboyne College between all persons in a room. Classes will operate out of specific designated areas. Within classrooms, restricted seating measures will be implemented, adhering to public health advice. Face coverings will be worn by teachers in practical classes where 2 metre distancing is not possible. One-way systems will be in operation where possible, and students are advised to keep to the left-hand side when moving through corridors and stairways. A take-out service will be provided in the canteen and outdoor seating available for break times. Face coverings. Face coverings combined with physical distancing are an effective protection against transmission of COVID-19. Students are required to wear face coverings throughout the day while in the college. Cloth face coverings should be washed in a hot wash after every day of use or if visibly soiled. Please note that face coverings should not be worn if wet, as a wet face covering may make it difficult to breathe. All students will be required to wear a face covering unless the student has difficulty breathing, is unconscious or incapacitated, is unable to remove the face covering without assistance, has special needs and may feel uncomfortable wearing the face covering, for example, students with intellectual or developmental disabilities. A refusal by a student, other than those set out above, to wear a face covering is a serious disciplinary offence and will be considered and treated as a serious breach of LMETB's Code of Behaviour. If a student displays symptoms of COVID-19 while on the college campus, the following procedures will be implemented. The student will be accompanied to the designated isolation area. The student should maintain a physical distance of at least 2 metres and wear a mask. If deemed well enough, the student will be directed to go home immediately, or the college will contact a family member to accompany them. Students should not use public transport. If the student is too unwell to go home, the college will contact 999 or 112. The HSE will notify close contacts through contact tracing if a positive result is received. All students will sign into classes for contact tracing purposes. Students are advised to download the government COVID-19 tracker app. Additional resources in relation to this presentation are available on the following websites: gov.ie, hse.ie, hpsc.ie.